Hello students, in this lecture we will learn that how a Benson boiler works. Okay, we know this thing that boiler is a device in which a liquid is transformed into its vapor by addition of heat. Okay, so here we are talking about the water boiler. Okay, so water in form of liquid enters the boiler and comes out in form of steam in its vapor form by addition of heat. Okay, so Benson boiler is a sort of boiler. Okay, so first of all I will talk about the facts and interesting facts connected to Benson boiler. Benson boiler is a water tube supercritical boiler. It means what? That the liquid, the water flows through some tube, okay, and heat is developed outside the tube, okay, and the tube is good thermal conductor. So from outside the heat ultimately reaches the water which is flowing inside the tube, okay, through that tube itself, because tube is conducting, and the liquid water converts into vapor by addition of that heat. Okay, so this is what a water tube boiler is, and it is a supercritical boiler. It means what? That the pressure of steam developed is greater than 225 bar, because 225 bar is the critical pressure of water. And other thing with Benson boiler is that there is no boiler drum, unlike that of a subcritical boiler. It is a supercritical boiler. In subcritical boiler there is a boiler drum which is a component of boiler, and it is a big shell type device, a massive device, massive component boiler. So there is no boiler drum in Benson boiler. This is the reason that around 20% lesser weight is there compared to that of same capacity subcritical boiler. Okay, since there is no boiler drum, this is the reason. And one thing is, Benson boilers are known for high heat transfer rate inside the furnace. Okay, when combustion occurs in the furnace, flue gases comes out. So from flue gases the heat reaches to the water flowing inside the tube. Okay, so the heat transfer rate from flue gases to that water is higher compared to that of subcritical boiler. Why it is there, I will tell you. Okay, and this is the most interesting fact about Benson boiler, that technically no boiling happens inside the boiler. How, I will tell you that also. So here I am showing you the water tube of a subcritical boiler. Okay, this is not Benson boiler, I am taking the example. This is the water tube. Okay, so liquid water is entering from one side and heat is developed outside. From flue gases heat is ultimately reaching the water. You can see steam bubbles are formed. Okay, so ultimately from the other end, opposite end, water plus steam comes out. Okay, so in a subcritical boiler what happens? Liquid water enters in the water tube, and ultimately from the opposite end water plus steam comes out, the mixture comes out. Steam is further separated and it is out for use, and in case required that steam is further superheated and then it is out for use. Okay, so what happens in this tube? That heat is first of all coming to this outer surface of the tube and then reaching the inner surface. From inner surface it is ultimately dispensed to the flowing water. So what happens? The steam bubbles are formed over the inner surface. You can see these red colored entities are steam bubbles. Okay, so what happens when the steam bubbles are formed? Then to make their own volume they detaches the liquid water from this hot surface. So now what will happen? The heat has to travel from the inner surface through this bubble and then to water. In case you take this surface where there is no bubble formed, then heat is directly dispensed to the liquid water. But here, in case I am taking the case of this bubble, then heat first of all has to travel this bubble and then to water. So steam has poor heat transfer rate compared to that of liquid water. So due to this thing, less amount of heat transfer will take place over the places where bubbles are formed. Okay, since there are many bubbles formed inside the tube, so most of the liquid water is detached from the inner surface of the tube. This is the reason that the heat transfer rate becomes lower due to formation of bubbles. Okay, this is the case of subcritical boiler. Now in case of Benson boiler what happens? Since it is supercritical pressure, so when there is supercritical pressure there is no bubble formation inside the water tube. This is the water tube of Benson boiler. Okay, pressure is greater than 225 bar. So you can see the liquid water is entering with supercritical pressure, and this is the addition of heat from outside, or ultimately it is coming out in form of supercritical steam. Okay, so this is the reason that high heat transfer rate is possible in case of Benson boiler. Not only Benson boiler, for all supercritical boilers high heat transfer rate is possible, because the bubble formation is not there inside the water tube of the boiler. So steam is vapor phase of water. So what we see, this is liquid and this is vapor. So what is vaporization? What is boiling? When a liquid converts into vapor it is what boiling is. Since over here there is no steam bubble, okay, it means there is no phase change. So technically we can say that there is no as such boiling is occurring, no phase change is occurring, because there is no bubble over here, because vapor and liquid are two distinct phases. Okay, so technically we can say that there is no as such boiling occurs inside the water tube of the Benson boiler. Okay, now this is the schematic diagram of this Benson tubular. So what we see over here, that this is the shell of the boiler, outer shell, inside which the various components are sitting. So this is the feed check valve from where the water enters. We are starting from where, so high pressure water is entering, okay, and this is the furnace. So fuel is burning, flue gases are rising. So this is the first component, that is the economizer. Okay, so the water is coming, and when passes through the economizer, the heat from the flue gases are dispensed to the water, so it warms up. Okay, to some extent the temperature rises, then further this water is moving, ultimately reaching the radiant heater. Okay, so in radiant heater what happens, from the furnace, by the help of radiation mode, the heat is transferred to the outer surface of the tube, and ultimately the heat reaches the inner flowing water. So here also some temperature rise, then finally it reaches the, you can see, convective heater. So in convective heater what happens, by the mode of convection, in economizer also the same thing happens, here also by mode of convection the flue gases are dispensing the heat to the tube, and ultimately the heat is reaching the inner flowing water. So again temperature rises to even higher level, and then ultimately this water is passing through superheater. Okay, this is superheating. So over there the temperature rises to even higher level, to the desired level, because this is the last part of heating of water. So ultimately through this steam check valve, this superheated supercritical steam comes out from the system. So water goes in with supercritical pressure, and ultimately steam comes out with supercritical pressure from this boiler. And this white colored, you can see white colored component, this is showing the air preheater. What happens, that after dispensing the heat to this economizer, the flue gases still contains some heat. So that heat is utilized for warming up the air which is required for combustion inside the furnace, because inside the furnace what happens, that fuel and air combines so that combustion can happen. So in case we are supplying cold air instead of heating it up, then the performance of combustion, the efficiency of combustion is poor compared to that of hot air is supplied inside the combustion chamber. So this is the air preheater. This is just not to let the heat of flue gases to waste to the atmosphere. Okay, utilizing that heat, air preheater is an accessory of this boiler, just to heat up the air so that combustion efficiency can be improved. Okay, so this is how the Benson boiler works. Okay, so hope by this small lecture you would have understood how a Benson boiler works. Thank you.